back to our channel. This is the Lively Families channel. So today I'm back with a breastfeeding story. I told you guys that I was going to speak about my experience with the breastfeeding, and I also told you that I breastfed my second son till he was about 4 years old. Yes, I said it right, 4 years old, and I'm going to talk about that. This is how and this is why. So when I first had my first son, Elijah, of course, I thought about breastfeeding. It came to me like naturally. And before I really go on with this video, I want to put a disclaimer out there. This video is no way to bash anyone or anybody that doesn't feel like breastfeeding is for them, because to each their own. We all have choices that we can make. You don't have to do anything, but there are benefits to breast milk. So that is something that I also have to put out there. So it's not that breast milk is the only way to go, because there are people out there actually that can produce milk. There may be different factors to that. There may be, it may be because of stress. There are many reasons why you won't be able to breastfeed, or you don't want to breastfeed. There are many reasons. I have put, that's the disclaimer. Let's put that aside. For me, it was very important to breastfeed. I know that these things, I realized that my breasts, I have them here for a reason. Like, they are there for the baby and for nobody else. So let's let's keep that clear. They're for the baby, guys. That's what God made them for. He created you. He made you with a breast so that you can breastfeed your baby. That's the reason they're there. But of course, to each their own. My son, there was a moment, I think he was about 2 years old or even less. I can't really remember, but he started falling a bit sick. So he would just get like these colds here and there, and they wouldn't last that long, but they would just like continue on coming back. And I was like, no, this doesn't really, I don't know what this is. So there was this one time I kind of felt that something wasn't right with my son. So I went to the doctor, and at that time he was like really, he had a bad cold. And so the doctor checked his lungs and ears and, everything that a doctor has to check. And the doctor confirmed at that moment, he confirmed that my son wasn't suffering any pneumonia or infections or anything. So I believed the doctor actually, and I left and I went home. And little did I know that my son was getting sicker by the day. So my son ended up being so sick that he couldn't actually breathe like he was supposed to breathe. So I could see him suffering. I could see him asking for, like, trying to find breath, but he couldn't. So I said, no, this isn't right. I have to go back to the doctor. Went back to the doctor. Doctor checked him again and decided that we had to go to the hospital. So, and quick, we had to like leave immediately and go to the hospital. So we decided to take him to the hospital, and by that time he was getting worse, like by the hour. He was really bad. He was getting weaker and he was sleeping, and it's like he gave up or something. So we got to the hospital. Immediately we got the help that we needed, and the moment that they checked him, they were like, no. They took him out of my hands, put him on a bed. Like, immediately they started giving him oxygen. And guys, I can't even tell you. To make the story short, they later found out, after doing a few tests, they later found out that my son was actually had pneumonia. That's how bad it was. Like, it was really bad, and it was like it had been there for a while. That's what they told me. So I was like, but the doctor said he was okay. So, and they couldn't believe it. They were like, no, your son is really sick, and if we don't do something now, like now, put him on ventilators and all that jazz, and oxygen and medicine and antibiotics, of course, because the infection had to go, like everything, even his ears, everything was infected. Like, it was really bad, guys, really bad. By that time, my son wasn't speaking anymore. He wasn't doing anything. He was just laying there, guys. Like, he went from speaking like to nothing in just like hours. So it was really bad. So guys, my child wouldn't eat. He wouldn't take anything. So, but I said, no, there is no way this is going to happen. I am going to breastfeed him like non-stop. So I used to take him out of the bed and put him on my breast continuously, like non-stop, till he started drinking on his own, until my milk supply started coming back. Like I don't even know, guys. I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain this. Maybe there's someone out there who knows how that happens. How did that happen? Because my milk supply was actually really low at that time. Breastfeeding him, but not like the way you would do in the beginning. So just a few times here and there, 5 minutes, and that's it. But my milk supply actually came back completely. But that's of course, maybe that's because I continuously breastfed him. Like, I put him on my breast and I was like, you have to try and drink. And guys, he started drinking, and my milk supply became more, and my baby started, my child, he was drinking, and I could see him. Actually, guys, I'm not even lying, this is the truth. Like he started like waking up, like being his normal self again, while he was really sick. And he was also having antibiotics. Not to say that he was out of the woods, because he wasn't. But the doctors came in, that was like 3 days later, because I stayed at the hospital, guys, didn't leave the hospital. I stayed there. Actually, I didn't take a bath for like 2 days. I'm not even ashamed to say it. I did not take a bath for 2 days. I was funky, guys. Like, I was. So after 3 days, the doctors came in and they were like, really like, he is really, from what we saw in his lungs and everything, like, he is not even supposed to be opening his eyes at this moment. He's supposed to be completely, like, even with the antibiotics, it takes a while, but your child is doing really well after 3 days already. Not to say that you can go home. That's what the doctor said. They said you have to stay here for at least a whole week, and maybe even a little bit longer. Day by day, he started getting better. I used to breastfeed him continuously, non-stop. That's the only thing he would take, guys. This is the guy I'm talking about, guys. This is him. He tells me, Mom, I'm so happy that you took care of me so well. Because after that, guys, he continued getting sick, because if you get pneumonia once, like the year after and the year after, he ended up having like this like a kind of an asthma that kids have when they're young. Asthma. So he had to have medicine for that. But guys, so I stayed at the hospital and breastfed him, and the doctors were surprised. One of the doctors actually said, and this is the reason why I advise people to breastfeed their children, because guys, truth be told, breast milk has so many benefits. So guys, for me, there is really no debating on whether breastfeeding is an okay thing to do or it's not. It's fine. It's just the way nature is. It's a natural thing. Breastfeeding is the most natural thing out there. Do not be ashamed. Do not feel bad while breastfeeding in front of other people. Of course, you can cover yourself a little bit. It's natural, it's free, and it's there. There are women who are not able to produce milk. there are many reasons behind it. So there are many things you can do besides only breastfeeding. But your first, I think the first thing, your first choice should be breastfeeding, and see if it works. If it doesn't work, you can always you have many choices. You can always do something different. So for me, breastfeeding that was my story, and that's the reason I am happy that I made the choice to breastfeed my children. And actually, at the moment, I'm still breastfeeding my toddler, my 2-year-old Zuri. I'm proud of it, and I'll continue doing that till she doesn't want it anymore. And another thing, guys, about the breasts. There are actually women out there that are afraid that their breasts are going to get saggy or whatever. Yes, it's true. It could happen. But should that really be the reason? Maybe it should be, if you're afraid. Or is it because of your job that you can't do it? Or are you too busy? Or are you having so much stress or whatever? I would be like, okay, if that's the reason, then try something else. But if you're capable of doing it and you're at home and you're fine with it, and then that's fine. Then nothing should stop you from continuing. And other thing, there is also this thing with bras. I've always wanted to be very cautious about what you're wearing, because if you're wearing restrictive clothes, that could cause for the milk to maybe even disappear or decrease, or you could just have decreased milk supply. So beware of tight clothing, tight bras, and anything that is tight. Be comfortable, wear comfortable clothes, and that way your milk will come on its own naturally. Because your child is when your child is breastfeeding, the chemical reaction to that, the moment you put your child on your breast, then when they start suckling, then something happens to the chemical. My advice for today is, if you're thinking about not breastfeeding, or you don't know much about breastfeeding, just do your research. There are so many videos out there about breastfeeding, and just do your research and find out what's best for you, and find out why it's important for you to breastfeed your child, especially in the beginning, like maybe till 6 months old, or maybe till I think you could breastfeed your child till 1. That's also fine. You can keep on going, like me. I kept on going till mine was 4, and I'm not ashamed of it. So guys, for anyone out there breastfeeding, do not feel any type of way. Breast milk, that's a gift, that's gold, it can't be copied. Breast milk cannot be made by humans. Yes, it can be made by, you know what I'm trying to say. So guys, as I was saying, breastfeeding doesn't have to feel like you have to do it. It has to come naturally, and you have to feel it. And the moment you feel that you want to breastfeed your child, most of the time your breast milk will eventually start coming around. I know it's going to be a painful thing in the beginning, like I said before, but just keep on trying, keep on going, and eventually it's going to be fine, and the pain is going to go away, and then you're going to start enjoying the process of breastfeeding, and that will also be better for your child. If you are not in pain, then the breast milk production will also be like it's supposed to be. So stress is something that you should avoid if it's possible, and watch the way what you eat. Of course, you can't be drinking, and most of us know that. It's not that I have to tell you that, but it's something I just have to point out. It's just it's just a thing, guys. Breastfeeding is just there. It's just there. It's easy. So easy in a way that after the first weeks, because believe me, I had problems in the beginning with all three of my children. Yes, it was painful as hell, but I kept on pushing. I kept on going. I had moments where I was like, no. After 6 weeks, I was like, no, can't be doing this anymore. I'm tired. My breasts feel engorged all the time, but that's because I used to wear tight bras. That's something you need to be careful with. Wear loose clothes, like I said before. Take care of yourself. Sleep, have enough sleep, and the right. Say hi. So guys, as you can see, I'm in another room again. So yeah, I was a bit distracted again. Zuri woke up and had to attend to her. But we have reached at the end of this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you took something away from this video. And so, like I said before, this video was not to put others down, people that have different choices or have different opinions about breastfeeding. To each their own, like I said before. But so for more research, just Google around and find out that breast milk is actually really good for your child, and also has a lot of benefits for you as a mother. So having said that, I would like to thank my new subscribers, or let's just say our new subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't even believe it. Thanks to you for subscribing, for supporting our channel, for watching our videos. And please, whenever you watch one of our videos, please try and watch the whole video till the end and see what happens. It may be boring. That way I understand if you stop earlier. It's okay. It's fine. It's all about your support, and we are thankful for even the 2 minutes that you give us. Thank you so very much. My new subscribers, our new subscribers, welcome guys. Welcome to the Lively Families channel. So I hope to see you next time. We have been very busy, so sorry we have been a little bit MIA, to say the least. Well, not really, but we have been quiet, a little bit quiet, even on Insta. Comment down below about anything you feel that you would like to speak on. So thanks guys, see you next time. Bye bye.